Well, it's confirmed and it's not good, but if you do hold Cardano, you're going to want to stick around to the end of this video because we're going to be talking about what's happening right now, and I'll give you guys my honest take on the market and also kind of what I'm doing in it. So we are going to talk some Cardano, talk some ADA, and for those of you that have been following me, subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Awesome. We need to change the gears, okay? We need to change it up a little bit, get this market headed back in the right direction, and I'm actually going to a crypto conference in Miami this weekend, so I'm very excited to see just kind of the pace and the sentiment with everybody there involved because you know, nobody's going to a crypto convention looking to short crypto, right? Everybody's looking to play the long game, want to see crypto do well. And I think that everybody watching wants to see Cardano do well in the long haul. Okay, myself included. All right, so let's break it all down. If you haven't done so by now, we talk ADA every single day. Hit that like button, subscribe down below, and let's get this conversation going, okay? Before we get into the article, I do want to talk about that death cross that has been confirmed. I do want to shed some light on the fact that Bitcoin did breach 100,000, that huge and probably the biggest psychological level in crypto. But still, Cardano in the top 10. We are, you know, trading at a $19.1 billion market cap. So firmly in that 10 hole. Don't see them dropping to 11, but still trading at 52 cents. It's been a rough day, month, week, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's very easy to forget the fact that we are up 60% in the last 365 days. If we're going to focus in the short intermediate term and just kind of view Cardano for what it's worth doing right now, okay? But this was a crypto back, you know, simply in December as we kicked off 2025. Very easy to forget. This was trading above $1, okay? So that's kind of where we're at with all that. I do want to get into this article, but first, if you want to trade with me, I do have an exchange that I use that I am affiliated with, BITUNIX. This is my everyday exchange. If you want to trade with me, like I said, links are down below in the description. And the reason why I'm mentioning it is a 25% bonus to your futures trading account. So if you are a leverage trader, spot trader alike, you are welcome. Just make sure it's right for you, where you're located, and do all of your research and due diligence, as nothing in this video is financial advice, okay? But let's change gears. Let's start talking about ADA, because that death cross going against that Bitcoin movement, this is kind of where we have confirmed it. And as the market sell-off does escalate, this pairing on the ADA Bitcoin daily chart, taken back from the 13th of October, that high that we did see, Cardano is steadily declining against Bitcoin, okay? And it's kind of interesting because you do want to see the opposite, right? If Bitcoin's going down to these unprecedented levels and crashing, so to speak, usually, especially with the 4-year cycles lining up, we would potentially see altcoin season kicking off soon, okay? The capital flows out of Bitcoin into the blue chips, into the altcoins, the legacies, the layer ones, the OGs, the meme coins. And we all know how fun that is, but still, if you are a Cardano maxi, bull, whatever, you are rooting for that conversation to kind of pick up some pace, okay? But nonetheless, this is something where we've seen this being the second time since April, okay, of this year, that we have declined and confirmed a death cross. Now, it is interesting to note that we did rebound the last time, so please keep that in mind. But at press time, as I'm recording this video, all right, Cardano's down almost about 6%, like I mentioned. And as we do look into the 19%, basically, you know, in its dollar pairing to a weekly low, okay? We've seen a lot of liquidations. Those heat maps are lighting up as $1.36 billion in crypto derivatives have been liquidated. So that's kind of been my take-home message that I've been trying to digest myself, okay? The liquidations are kind of the deciding factor in what the market rests upon right now, okay? So the government shutdown probably does have a role as well, but as we do look into the outlook for the future, right, do some research. Google, X, whatever you want to use, check out the government shutdown and how all of this, you know, the potential for the interest rates lowering and how much capital is going to be flooded into not just crypto, but also traditional finance December 1st. That's kind of the plan. So this could be just a short-term window of volatility, potentially a buy low spot for a lot of top cryptos. Right? I'm not going to tell you to buy or sell crypto, but if you do take that argument that we will see a nice little injection, if you will, of that capital if we get the money printers going, that's going to be something fun to watch, okay? But right now, outside of just simply the numbers, and they are gloomy, okay, the death cross that we have for Cardano, I'm not going to try to hide that and, you know, get my pom-poms out and tell you guys, hey guys, the sun's shining, Cardano's going to the moon. You're not going to find that here on this channel. So I've been through that before. Not going to do that, okay? And I don't care if I don't get the views, but that's just not who I am, and we're not going to, you know, pump sunshine on a cloudy day, for the lack of better words. If it's gloomy, we're going to talk about it, all right? But as we do look into it, some things to look forward to, right? Cardano ETFs, Hoskinson very adamant and vocal about its trajectory, the Laos and Bitcoin DeFi bridge, a lot more advancements in 2026, plus there's that cross-chain interoperability that we have seen kind of get huge attraction. Want to see that kind of have an actual effect on the charts. Okay, we've talked about, you know, some of the integrations within Chainlink, Midnight being one of the big drivers behind that, Ripple within the USD stablecoin with the ROUSD. Okay, but for me, guys, it's always been the Bitcoin bridge. I think that's kind of the one with the DeFi bridge that I am looking forward to the most. Not big ETF fan, but just sharing with you guys some of the things to look forward to, as Hoskinson has been very vocal about the outlook for 2026. Okay, so that's what I got for you guys. Wanted to share with you guys my thoughts. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, I'd love to be talking about Cardano being up 6% today, but it is what it is. It is the news of the day. So leave a comment down below. How are you playing your ADA right now? Very curious. I want to get this discussion going because I do think it's relevant, okay? And it does help, I think, a lot of people out there when everybody has that discourse about the directionality of the markets. And, you know, I'll tell you guys my thoughts, and you do what's best for you, obviously, and that's all it's going to be about. So I'll leave you with that. Have a great rest of your day. Yeah, so looking forward to this conference and kind of kicking off the week with some positivity, if you will, with seeing all those cool developments and just, you know, companies building and building and just seeing blockchain at its finest, okay? So appreciate you all. Thanks for watching. And remember, if you do want to sign up, start trading on BITUNIX, that link is down below, and we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.